Bonjour, Mishko Pognon, Quain Adishnakas Mungdodem. Hi everybody, it's Sandy Boucher here once again. I'm Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Same River First Nation in Northern Ontario, and I'm coming to you today again with today's Facebook Live for July 22nd, 2021. And do you notice anything? I'm back in my original place. I'm not in the summer office anymore. And that's actually because of these Facebook Lives, or actually what I learned from them. Yesterday, as I mentioned in the video, I started mastering the Facebook Lives after I record them so that I could put them on my YouTube channel. And I noticed how glitchy it was, that at different times it cut out so you couldn't hear what I was talking about. At other times the picture became very pixelated. Tammy, good morning. Is it morning? No, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon. How are you? So I noticed the picture got very pixelated, and that's because in the summer office, my computer wasn't hardwired into the internet. And that sounds very old school, that everyone's on Wi-Fi now. But if you're uploading videos on a regular basis, you want to be hardwired just to make sure that it's a nice constant internet access. And I just didn't have that. So last night, while you were relaxing and watching TV, I was moving my office back. So I'm back where I was. It's nice and cool today, so I don't mind. And you are so worth it. So awesome. Tammy, good to hear. I'm glad to hear you're good. Now, today we're talking about money. And we're talking about why you don't need money. And every time, I've done this several times over the years in live sessions, and every time I say that, someone in the audience freaks. Like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And usually it's someone who knows very well what it's like to go without money, or not have enough money. And I can totally relate to that. Anyone who's read my first book knows I have sold furniture to feed my children. I know what poverty's like. At one point in my life, I was literally, this is not a metaphor, I was literally eating once every 3 days to try to make the money and the food last longer. So I know what it's like to be impoverished. That's actually not what I'm talking about. And I'm going to prove that you don't need money right now with one simple scenario I want you to consider. You say you need money. Well, if I gave you $1 million, put it in your bank account today, and told you you could keep it as long as you don't spend any of it, would you have gotten what you need? Would it help? You would have money. Technically, you would have $1 million, but would it help? And the answer is, of course, it wouldn't, because we don't need money. We need whatever we want to get with the money. Some people are looking for a home. Some could definitely use a car. Some people want the freedom that having money would get them. Now here, this is the really important part, because if you can figure out what that money would get you, what you desperately need, then suddenly the doors open to a whole bunch of other ways of meeting those needs. Maybe, for example, freedom is huge to me. And I often thought that I needed a ton of money and that I had to work in a job I hated to make that money, so that I could be free to live where I wanted to and buy what I wanted and the whole 9 yards. The problem is, working in that job, I didn't feel free at all. I felt trapped. By starting my own business, doing what I love every single day, even though I probably work harder now than I ever have before, I always feel free. No one is telling me what I can say on these Facebook Lives. No one is telling me what I can and cannot say in one of my seminars or when I write a book. I have total, complete freedom, and it wasn't the money that gave me that. It was the choice. So what do you need? And by the way, you can't eat money. You need food. You need shelter, someplace warm to sleep. You need safety, a safe place. And it might not be money that you need to get that. There's bartering that works. Indigenous people have done that for centuries, where you do something for me and I do something for you, and we meet our needs. That's why our Indigenous elders freak when we hear about pipelines and all these different mining developments, because they're destroying the things we do need. Fresh water, fresh air, a place to live that's safe, right? Those are the things we need to survive. Food, water, air. If you have those, you're richer than you probably realize. So do some thinking, unpack that, dig a little deeper. It's not the money. What would you get with the money? And start working towards achieving that. The money is just a vehicle to get to where you want to go. Figure out where you want to go. That's the first step to getting there. Spoken by a woman who was once spending way too much time in shelters for abused women, to where I am now, because I decided where I wanted to go. So, there you have it, my friend. I hope that helped you. That's today's Facebook Live. I already know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, but I'm not going to tell you yet. You'll see that in the announcement at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I hope you have a super amazing day. I know the one thing I'm not going to do today, I'm not moving any more furniture, because my hurt foot really doesn't want me doing that. Hi, Dan. Nishalicious. Dan is so cute. You all are so amazing. Thank you so much. Feel free to share this Facebook Live with absolutely anyone who you think would benefit from it. That would be great. Sal, that sounds amazing. I would love to be your guest. Thank you so much. See how amazing life can be? I'm doing a Facebook Live talking to my friends, and opportunities like that show up. That's what happens when you decide where you want to go. I love my life. Thank you so much, Sal. I will definitely follow up with you. Nicole, yeah, right? Took me years to figure that out. And actually, I think the clue to figuring it out was having money and not being happy, after all those years of telling me that that's what I needed. Oh, Shauna, hello. How are you? I miss you, beautiful. I miss your face. Okay. Aw, Nicole, so are you. So are you. Please remember that. Until tomorrow, my friends, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.